Fellow cardboarders, welcome back. As of the filming of this video, Christmas is right around the corner and I ordered a whole bunch of cards for my set cubes, but also some modern cards which I wanted to play in commander decks where I got some good deals on them. So we're gonna open from left to right, got some nice spicy, more expensive vintage cards by the end, but also in between, like I don't remember which one contains which. And here's another installment of Quest for Cube. So let's put these to the side and open up the first letter here. Okay, here we are. I hope this is not the card I ordered, since the upper card is not from Unlimited. And there's a whole bunch of sellotape on here that is secure, I'd say. Okay, here we are. Let's see what we get in this pack right here. Let's get this a little closer to you. Yeah, that should be good. Ivory Cup, this one I didn't order. Okay, here we go with Unlimited cards. A Circle of Protection still needed, I think, one or so. We'll check them briefly, check them off camera later. Instill Energy, such a great commander card as well, and unknown card. Really nice. And great condition. Some Witches for the Arabian Nights set cube. I don't know if you can hear my dog in the background who's snoring currently. It's not me. Some Urg Raiders with the darker printing here, darker version. Really nice. Those are really nice in condition. Thank you to the person who sent me those. Really nice. Some Wolfie. Also in the darker version with the darker colorless symbol. This is the lighter colorless symbol, by the way, if you're wondering what I mean. There are also like Urg Raiders and Wolfie with the lighter version. So you can compare those two colorless pips here and you see different shading on them. But man, these are really nice. Glad to put those into my set cube. I have a different setup currently. Currently the kitchen, my wife is playing on the PC and I didn't want to disturb her and she didn't want to disturb me with her clicking, so that's why you see a shade going down from here, a little shadow. So sorry for that, hope that's still okay to see. How do I get in here? Do I just pull? Nope. Maybe with the knife carefully. Very professional knife cutting. It's like the dullest knife ever. It's like as old as I am, I think. Like a 20, 30-year-old knife. Okay, let's see if we can get the card out here. Yeah, there we are. Some Verduran Enchantress, which you already peeked at. Also from Unlimited. And really nice in condition. Really clean card as well. I always show what I pay for these. You already saw. Let's get the next card out of the second top loader without damaging. Is that already? There we are. Oh, that's another card. Okay, so let's see this one. Disrupting Scepter. Really nice. Mono artifact. Back in the day they had mono and poly artifact. And everything that has mono on it means that you have to tap it actually, so the tap symbol came later. They had the idea of adding that later on. This is a continuous artifact, which means it has no ability that can be activated. It just has a passive ability that just triggers at a specific time. What else? So this one must be in the first top loader then, right? Yeah, here we are. Okay. Got Elvish Archers. What do they have? First Strike. First Strike for 2 mana, a 2/1 First Strike. Don't you miss the simplicity of cards these days? Like you have today, you have like 10 lines, 20 lines of text, and you have to read them over and over again to understand them. And then you get, this is a rare by the way, a rare like this, an elf, 2/1 with First Strike, and that's it, just 2 mana. And you're good to go. And this is a solid card, by the way, solid 2-drop. Mana Flare. This doubles the mana for everyone on the table. Really nice political card as well in Commander. Little dirt on the side here, but all in all, still good to go for my set cube. Really glad to have this one. And lastly, a Nether Shadow, which I think is also, yeah, has some little nicks and dings here on the surface, a little goop on the side, some grayishness, but yeah, some whitening here. All in all, really nice and conditioned. Happy to add this to my set cube. Let's put this to the side and hit into the second letter. This one should contain some modern cards. Yeah, we're gonna briefly look at them. That's not the focus of the video, but I got them for a nice price and I couldn't pass on them. Yeah, these look really nice. Glad to put those into Commander deck. Solid card since it was reprinted. Price came down quite a bit. And I took the opportunity to get myself a playset of these lenses. So yeah, if you're looking for modern pieces, look at the reprints first. Like if there are cards that have been reprinted recently, like the last half a year, 1 year or so, and you're still looking for pieces that you need in your decks, maybe now is a good time to start picking those up. But yeah, focus of the video should be the vintage cards. Got a Surge foil food token, which is quite pretty, but I didn't order. Orc Army also, very nice. What else do we have? Smog, that's a cool token to get. Very nice. Thank you for adding those. Oh yes, this was the signed order of Signed the Dark cards and maybe some more, I don't remember. Maybe I got some other cards as well. So some Curse artifact. Some Horror of Horrors. So not only the dark, this is a dark card from by the looks of the artwork, but it's a Legends card, also signed by Mark. Another signed Mark card, Ashnod's Transmigrant. Really pretty card. Glad to put those into my set cube as well. Leviathan, that is a cool card. For 9 mana, a 10/10 with trample. And when it enters, I think it doesn't untap. And when you attack, you have to sacrifice 2 islands. Yeah, kind of like that. Enters tapped, and then you have to sacrifice 2 islands to untap it during your upkeep. And when you want to attack, you sacrifice another 4. So you pay it for 9, and you go down to 5 islands just to attack with it. But it's one of the rare blue tramplers, so it's quite a unique card, and it has such an epic artwork, doesn't it? Really nice. And I think a good pickup, good card to draft in the Dark set cube. I don't remember ever playing it actually, or being able to pick it in the Dark set cube that I have. But I also don't remember playing against it. It's kind of weird. And a Unsigned Desert, really pretty. I don't remember if I ordered that. Thank you for adding it. If I didn't, but if I did, thank you for sending me those cards. So then let's put those to the side as well and hit into the next one. Okay, so let's see what we have in here. Lana War Elves from Unlimited. Oh, I think that's a playset, and it's a really clean one. That is nice. Some roller line here, going down there. Wow, these are really pretty. Some nicks and dents here, but other than that, it's a really nice, clean copy. I think I ordered a second Tsunami by accident. I ordered one in another video, I think. Now I have 2. It's a cool card, but I actually only needed 1, so I will pick out the nicest and maybe trade away to another vintage friend who wants those. These I just picked up for Commander decks, because I already have enough, actually, in my set cube. It's a little bend here, but other than that, still a good copy. Yeah, these are nice. Really nice cards, and I think undervalued and underplayed and unknown in Commander. If you didn't know this card, it taps for black mana by sacrificing an artifact equal to the mana cost. So maybe a Spine of Ishtar that you want to go to the graveyard, you can just sacrifice and add another 7 to just play it again. It's a really cool card. If you have a black artifact deck, maybe consider putting that in. Basalt Monolith for infinite mana shenanigans with Power Artifact, really cool card to own. Pendle Haven. Yeah, these are all playable for my Legend set cube, and I think I still need another second copy. Cursed Rack and Dingus Egg. Really nice. I think I ordered multiple Cursed Eggs, and I think the second order here on the side is part 2 of this order. So let's make a little space, put them to the side here, and hit into the second part of this order. Another Cursed Rack, there it is. And very nice condition. Ooh, Lightning Bolts. I think I still need like 4 in my set cube, maybe? Oubliette, I think I still need like 10 or so. Like I need 12 of these, and this is a really nice clean copy. Also dark version, by the way. This is also available in the light version. And another Cursed Rack, which I also already have enough of, but was too nice to pass on, and I wanted some more. Shatter. Didn't have any. Those are common, and I need 5, and I think I ordered a playset from this person. Yeah. And then lastly, what do we have in here? Urza's Mine. I think I still needed 1 of these for the set cube. This is a good enough copy, and Control Magic twice. It's an uncommon. I will actually put only the nicest one in there and maybe trade away the other one. And Living Lands, which is such a cool card in my Eudora EDH mono green reanimator deck. It's a little bent up here, as you can see. See light? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, but I think I can bend it back, and it's good enough of a condition to be put into the set cube. Really cool card, really unique card. There are only few cards that do similar things, like Life and Limb, for example. So let's put those cards to the side as well and hit into the next letter. By the way, if you got this far into the video, maybe you want to leave this channel a subscription. We're so close to the 800 subscriber mark, and yeah, I'd be happy if you would join the channel. If you're into vintage stuff, this is the perfect channel to just indulge over vintage cards, and maybe you're even into set cubes and are considering building a vintage set cube. We shall see. Only one way to know, by letting me know in the comments below. A Ring of Maruf, which is quite a unique card. For 10 mana, you can pick a card from outside the game instead of drawing, and then you, I think, sacrifice it or remove it from the game after you used it. I think you actually remove it from the game. It's such a weird card that they did that at the beginning of the game. This is the very first expansion of Magic the Gathering, and yeah, that you can play cards from outside is so unique. And doing that from the in a draft environment would be so funny if people brought their own trade binder or so and they pick out a card from that. I would allow that. You could also say, yeah, they can only pick out from the sideboard, but I really like the idea that they can actually pick out cards from outside the game that they actually own. Urza's Tower, really good copy, really nice. Still needed, I think I still need 2 more. And I Strip Mine, really nice. A little off-center, a little dirt down here. Okay, maybe I can clean that. Other than that, really good copy. Really happy to have this. And I think I only need 1 of these versions. There are 4 versions. And of one I need 3 of, and then of each other one I think I need one of, so that I have 6 in total. Last 2 letters. We've come far, and let's see what's in here. Okay, so I think, yeah, these should contain another bunch of signed cards. A Sorceress Queen signed by Kaya Folio, and this is such a cool, unique card. For 3, I have a 1/1 Sorceress. I think maybe it's a Warlock even today, I don't know. And you tap her to make any creature into a 0/2 creature until end of turn. And you can use this as an activated ability, so having her out always turns the most dangerous creature into a 0/2 without any downsides, though they still keep their abilities like flying or you name it. And yeah, this is a used copy, but it still looks nice. Good enough for my set cube. And I actually needed 3 of the Sorceress Queen, so this is number 2. And we haggled a little and we got to an agreement on a nice price that we're both happy. And this is the third one, so I don't need any more of this rare card, which is so great. It's actually not a rare, it's a U3, so back in the day, Wizards didn't have like a rare sheet, but they mixed uncommons and rares together, and this was a, well, uncommon actually, but this is still expensive, like 60, 70 bucks or so for cards like that. So yeah, not really cheap. And then we have a Thanos Coffin, which I think is in played condition. So you see some whitening on the edges, but I think it's just used enough that I can still use it. So glad to put this into my set cube. Glad we came to an agreement. And now the big order for today, though many of these cards were still big. And I hope you enjoyed this video so far. So let's see what we got here. Okay, people who regularly watch my channel and the Quest for Cube segment might already know what these two cards are. What are these? Oh, these are extra cards. So these I didn't order. Thanks for adding those. I think this one I ordered just because it was cheap and looked funny. Yeah, that's playable. I really like old border cards, as you know. And these are two Antiquities cards that we're still missing. I'm currently missing like 10 or so cards to be able to finish out my Antiquities set cube. One of these was that one, and a Urza's Tower, and maybe this mine and a strip mine. But these are another two cards that I still needed for my Antiquities set cube. And let me know in the comments if you were able to guess them. So we got a Mishra's Factory here, and there are 4 versions. I already own 2 of them, which is the spring and the autumn version, and I was missing the summer version as well, which is that one. And yeah, it looks really nice in condition, really clean card. Maybe minor dings bend down here, but other than that, really clean card. I'm glad to have this. I'll check for inking by the end of the video. And the second one is a Winter Factory. And this is the most expensive of the factories. It's a little off-center, left to right. That's the most coveted because it just looks so beautiful, and it's so fitting that we end this December winter video by looking at this beautiful snowy card. This is like one of the waxy versions. I don't think the camera picks the difference really up. Like maybe there's a difference in glare. I don't know. Like this looks a little more waxy, but it is actually real, and they had 2 printing factories where they printed them. I think one of them was in Japan and the other one in America. And I think the normal version is the one from the US, and the waxy version is from Japan. But if you look at the green dot or make any other test, light test, you name it, these are totally real cards, and I'm glad to add those to the collection. It has a minor bend up here, but nothing that wasn't stated by the seller. They said it was like LP, so in American terms like MP, HP condition. Let's now lastly check for inking before we call it quits here, so we don't have any unexpected surprises, and then I'll let you go. So stick around. What I like to do, and this is how you normally check, is by pressing all the cards together in a pile and look for any black markers, any black lines on the sides, which is really easy to detect on white border cards as well. But normally it would bleed into the side of the card, and this is nowhere to be found. Sometimes we pick up some inked cards and then we let the seller know. So yeah, these all look really nice. All of these are gonna go into my set cubes. Depending on when you watch this video, I wish you beautiful Christmas season, depending on if you celebrate it or not. Also, thank you to everyone who sent me cards from all around the world. Hope to trade with you soon again. Again, help us reach the 800 subscriber mark by subscribing to this channel. Click those 2 buttons to support the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.